All right, let's do a section on antioxidants and why I think they're critical for these conditions. Um, so, what an antioxidant does is it reduces oxidative stress. So, oxidative stress is a byproduct of metabolism. Everybody produces some forms of antioxidant stress, but in these conditions, the amount is vastly increased. With that increase in these molecules, then the body has to be able to push it down, has to be able to reduce it. The body has a number of systems that it can do that with, such as glutathione, which is a primary antioxidant. There's also a couple other ones, which I will not mention. Well, maybe I will. Superoxide dismutase and catalase. Plus, there's a couple other systems that run as well. So, that job of that antioxidant system is to reduce the harm that is created by the high inflammation. The inflammation is coming from immune responses, metabolic responses, everything else that's related to the underlying condition. Now, there's the endogenous antioxidants, is the ones I just mentioned, and then there's exogenous antioxidants, fancy words, which means antioxidants come from outside of the body. Vitamin C, vitamin E. Those are exogenous antioxidants. So I did lots of experimentation with all of them. They basically protect the cells from deteriorating. So most degenerative diseases are clearly due to high oxidative stress. There's probably over, I think last time I checked, 1 million published articles on PubMed, which is the library of research, medical research, describing how inflammation is so dangerous. So the antioxidants are there to protect the cells from degrading. And I mentioned a number of them. I think buffered by vitamin C is critical. I list out some of these products I think are very cost effective. I mentioned vitamin E, which is seldom talked about. It's particularly critical for protecting the cell membranes. Some cell membranes become under attack from the oxidative stress, and then they found that they begin to almost leak. And when they leak, then the cell loses its vitality. So vitamin E protects the cell membranes, as does another product I talk about in the liver section called phosphatidylcholine. Those help protect, they call it lipid peroxidation. I see some misspellings in my document I have to fix. In the meantime, I mentioned CoQ10, which I think is interesting. They found there were significant studies done showing low CoQ10 in ME/CFS. I mentioned this down here from Doctor's Best. That's a really quality company, very reasonably priced. I also mentioned another product right down here at the bottom, Super R-lipoic acid from Life Extension. That is a really good product. It's a little bit more expensive than just alpha lipoic acid. The R-lipoic is an enhanced version of alpha lipoic, and this particular product, super R-lipoic, is even higher energized. Now it's a little bit more expensive, but you only need one versus say 4 alpha lipoic acids. So from a cost perspective, it comes out quite well. In addition to this, I mentioned in another chapter, the tight junction protein chapter, about the use of anti-inflammatory herbs and spices, say turmeric, ginger, dark chocolate, berries, all those different, they refer to them as polyphenols. Polyphenols are incredible for neutralizing oxidative stress. So I think they've been quite beneficial.